Improving the health of all Oklahomans. TSET will soon start accepting applications for grants that create healthier community spaces. Joining us now with what you need to know is TSET Director of Public Information and Outreach, Thomas Larson. Thomas, good morning to you and thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Happy to have you here and learn more about these grants. They're very important. So these are built environment grants, correct?
That's right.
Talk to us about what that means and what it all entails.
Sure. So these built environment grants, which we will post the request for proposals on July 10th. That's an invitation for communities, for nonprofits, schools to submit proposals to improve the built environment in a way that promotes health. So, a lot of people don't really think about how much the built environment affects our health. But if you live in a neighborhood, are there sidewalks? Do you have access to bike lanes? Where is the nearest park? And is there playground equipment or exercise equipment in that park? So looking at things like that, that give Oklahomans the opportunity to get out of their house and be physically active, to work that physical activity into their day-to-day activities, that's really important, and that's what these grants are focused on.
And the grants are going to be available in two categories, right?
That's right. That's right. There's one planning category, which, if you want to do like a master plan for your town, feasibility studies, things like that, and that grant is available for up to $150,000 for 1 year. And then there are the construction grants, and with that, we're really looking for shovel-ready projects that will improve health, and that's available to up to $500,000 a year over 2 years.
And how many grants will be awarded?
That just depends on the proposals we get, how much each proposal is for, and what the board decides to award.
So what is the overall budget? So I know you said it depends on how much money goes towards each proposal. Is there just a set number that you kind of distribute?
That's really up to the board, to the board of directors for TSET to look at the proposals that come in and decide, what they want to fund and what they may want to pass on this time.
What are some examples of some projects that have been completed because of these grants?
Well, sure. This is the second time TSET has offered these grants, and the first time we had a couple great proposals. For example, the city of McAlester used their built environment grant to build 1.25 miles of sidewalks that connect neighborhoods to their downtown area, so they really increased walkability in their town. Also, Northwestern State, Oklahoma State University in Alva, they used their grant to rehab some physical fitness areas. They put in some pickleball courts, things like that, so that the student body and the community at large can be more physically active.
Okay, I love that. And so we do have applications that are going to open up soon. Give us all the details when they open up and what it is that you're looking for in a proposal.
Sure. So, like I said, we will post the request for proposals on July 10th. That'll be on the TSET's website at oklahoma.gov/TSET. And we're looking for, built environment projects that will improve the health of Oklahomans. Ideally something that will, impact the health of the whole community or a larger population, or a population that's at particular risk for poor health.
Okay, get those applications in once that opens. We also will have that posted on the our KOCO app in the Ask the Announce section. And I love this because, like you said, a lot of times we don't think about how sidewalks and just simple things like that really impact the health of the overall community. So
Absolutely.
This is great.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get lots of applications in.
I hope so. Yeah.
Alrighty, thank you so much for coming in and the work that you guys do. Can't wait to see what comes next after these grants are awarded.
I'm happy to come back and talk about that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.
We'll be right back after this.